Hey everyone, I'm Lynn. This is a new series I'm starting, and it's Teagan's Guide to Terrafirmacraft, which is available on Curse. When I started Minecraft, like 2.5 years ago, I think, introduced by a friend, it actually was Terrafirmacraft, which I didn't know. This was Minecraft to me. It wasn't until later I realized this was not vanilla. This was not just a normal modded pack. And I liked it. I like a lot of aspects that you don't see in the vanilla ones and or the modded ones, which is that it's much more realistic. You don't just put 3 stone cobble blocks together with 2 sticks and make a pickaxe. That doesn't make sense. Sorry. And there's a lot other things about mining that's a lot more realistic, about getting wood and other resources, about cooking them, etc. that I really like. So when I heard that Teagan was working on a mod pack for Guide to Terrafirmacraft, I got really excited, and I'm glad I can start playing this game. Now, this is where I spawned, well, more or less. If I look at the map, because yes, luckily we do have journey maps. When I started the other one, I had no maps. I had to do everything walking. I spawned around here, and I walked around a bit. And as you can see, this is quite a nice area. We have some grass, some fresh water, some lakes. We have trees. The only concern is that we're quite far south. We're at Z minus 13,000 almost. So this, for temperature-wise, average temperature is 7 degrees. Rain is 500. This may be a bit of a problem. So we'll see how it goes. We'll start out here, and maybe we'll move up north at some point later. So if we start with the quest book, because this does have a quest book. Inventory. The player's inventory consists of 4 armor slots, a back slot located on the shoulder of the player model, a crafting grid, and 36 storage slots. There are also 4 tabs to the right of the inventory to switch between inventory, skills, calendar, and health. If you need to heal, sit in a hot spring. If you don't want to have a quest book in your inventory, you can access it via the tilde or grave key. This is a checkbox task. Click the X to complete it. No reward for this one. So we go to the first real quest, which is collect at least 6 stones, but no more than 16. Now, these are the stones. You just right-click them, and you collect them. And stones will be used initially to make tools, like so, which I wrongly clicked. So let me try that again. Oh, one thing I want to do is, do we have utility NEI? We do have NEI. In that case, I do want to set up my magnet mode. Yes. I'm sorry, I like my magnets. So we need to collect a number of stones, and no more than 16. The reason for this is that they have weight. Things have weight in here. You'll also find some other blocks at some point lying on the ground. We'll come to those at some point. So let's see. We've completed this. We can claim it. We get 60 more. And now we're gonna make our first tools. Now the way you make tools here is by napping, which is what they did in the Stone Age. You right click with at least 2 stones in your hand and click on sections of the large square until it looks like a tool or weapon you want to make. NEI shows the pattern for each tool when you click on the picture in your quest book. We need to make 4 stone knife blades, a shovel head, an axe head, and a hammer head. So, stone knife, and yes, NEI is very kind to us and shows us how to do the napping. So, right click on a stone and click on the squares you want removed by napping. And there we have 2 stone knife heads. Now, if you make a mistake, you will lose a stone. If you do nothing, I don't think you lose it at all. Axe head. So the stone axe head looks, well, kind of like an axe head. And these will be really important at the start. But they're also really easy to make. So in fact, I'm gonna make a few more than what we need, because their durability isn't really good. And we'll go through quite a lot of them at some point. We can also probably get the stone pickaxe set. Oh no, sorry, no, not a pickaxe. We can't make a stone pickaxe. We can make a shovel and a hammer. Shovel head looks like this. Not too hard. Now, it doesn't matter too much about the position of the head. This one is on the left. I can also do one at the center. As long as the pattern is correct, you get the right tool. And hammer will be the best weapon against skeletons. And yes, we will run into skeletons. So, not too hard. Just the shape of a hammerhead, basically. And we have frogs. So, we have the heads. Ooh, it's already updated, but I see it's getting dark. So, let's go on and make the tools. And we need some sticks. Let's see if we can have some sticks lying around. We may have to move towards the trees a bit more. Sticks will just lay on the ground. And if not, you can also punch the trees, punch the leaves, and you'll get sticks. You will not get saplings. No. We will come into saplings later. So I will first of all make 2 hammers. Needs to be right at the correct position. It's not shapeless. We'll also make a knife. And let's see if we can get some more sticks. They aren't lying around here today. There is Gamado. Just punch some leaves and some sticks will fall. Oh, I did get a sapling. I didn't think I was going to get saplings. Okay, so it is getting dark and we do have mobs coming around. They just want to say hi to the new person on the land. I'm not too happy to see them. So hopefully they'll stay away a bit. And we can survive our first night under a tree. Oh, look, we found sticks. Oh, we found a zombie. And yes, that hammer is already dead. So we can also try a knife on them, see if that works a bit better. Oh, that works a bit better. They are strong. They are strong. Okay, let's see, there are some sticks laying on the beach. You just right-click them like you did with the rocks. And we need to survive. We need daylight. If you download the pack, in the templates folder, there is a world, beginner's world, that has a boat. That starts you off in a boat where you'll be safe for the night. We don't have such luxury. Because I decided not to, it wants 25 sticks, okay. I decided not to go for the beginner's pack. More friends. Help. So, knives for zombies, hammers for skeletons. I think is what Teagan was telling us. if I have some time, I'll quickly check what she said. It was here. I guess you needed to just ask if skeletons are weak against hammers. Skeletons. So, I'm gonna put this over there. And actually don't need this one in here. Now, yeah, the crafting grid, as you can see, is 2 by 2, but can be expanded at some point to be a 3 by 3. You don't actually have crafting tables, you use only your grid in your inventory. So, this can be a bit boring. So how about I pause and we come back when it's daytime. Right, the moon is disappearing, the sun is coming up. I am very hungry, which you can see by the swirly particles around my avatar. I don't think you actually die, but you get really slow. So, let's eat some of this tomato that we got from the quest. As you can see, you have a green line for hunger. You also have a blue line for thirst. Now, in case of thirst, don't drink the water in the sea. Drink fresh water only, which you can recognize by the cattails. And just right-click the water to replenish your thirst. Now, we have some mobs still with us. They should hopefully be catching fire soon. And we'll continue with our task of collecting sticks. We need 25 sticks. And I know I could have used the other sticks for the quest, but I thought it was good to have at least some weapons while the night falls. So we'll get the sticks now. It's nice in daytime, we can relax a bit. In some biomes you will find more sticks laying around on the ground. This biome, apparently not so much. Almost there. Come on, there we go. Now let's see if the zombie dropped anything. That one hasn't. The other one is still alive. What? Once he gets out of the water. Shoot. Start cooking. And if he doesn't, we'll grab our knife. And that's taking care of the zombie. Okay, back to the quest. About collecting sticks. You can collect 7 bones and 18 sticks, or you can use bones instead of sticks. I haven't gotten any bones. And it wants us to make the tools, which we did. And we got a bell pepper, which I hate in real life, but yeah, we'll do it for now. I think the first thing you now to do is look at food and water. Oceans have a lot of food in the form of seaweed. Find seaweed in the shallow water and collect 4 seaweeds by right-clicking with your knife or breaking it with left-click. If you're not near an ocean, look around for crops growing and collect 4 or more. Open your inventory, hover your mouse over a piece of food and press the S key to combine all the food into one of them. For water, you can only drink fresh water, and you can spot fresh water because it had cattails growing out of it. Right-click to drink the water. So, we have seaweed here, right? Right-click, right-click, and that one may have floated away from us, even with any eye magnet. Or maybe it's already combining in our inventory. That's quite nice. So because there's a white and green bar on the food, and the green bar shows you how much is rotted yet so far, and the white bar is the amount of food. In this case, we have about 45 ounces, which I'm sure Americans would understand. I have no idea how much that is. If you have multiple items of food, you can combine them by pressing S. Seaweed is initial a good source of food until you get to a point where you can farm. So I will get plenty of it because we will need to eat regularly, and I don't think we have any other food soon. And I'm in a good place for it. And it seems to auto-combine my inventory. Nice. 80 ounces. So, we completed that quest as well. We claim and we get a lot more even. Great. The other option is... Oh, sorry, this is not option, this is information. Yes, food begins to rot the moment you harvest it. It rots quickly in warm weather and slower in cold weather. Beginning way to combat this is to store it in clay vessels once you learn how to make them. For now, you can trim the rot off if you have a knife in your inventory and press D while mousing over the food. Thank you, Teagan. Let's see if we have any rot in here yet. No, nothing's rotted so far. But I will show that when it gets to that point. Now, I think we have some time left. We can go on with the next quest, and there's two options. We go for clay or we go for grass. So, not grass blocks, but growing grass. And you can collect at least 8 straw by cutting the grass with your knife. Now, straw and the thatch as well is going to be very important sometime. I actually got one already from when I was fighting a zombie and I clicked on the grass. You want a lot of grass. You're going to need it for cooking, you're going to need it for building. You will want some grass. So we've done that. Claim, that was easy. The next thing, we're going to look for clay. We need 30 clay. Dig up 30 plus clay with your shovel. Clay generates in the grass and dirt areas with a rainfall value of at least 500. Goldenrod, you're not going to see these flowers because clay should be underneath. And if you're near ponds, clay tends to generate around freshwater ponds. So you can see the rainfall if you go to F3, not T3, which is the debug. And it says, the last line of the second block says rain 500. So we're in a good biome for rain, and actually, I think I already saw some of the mentioned flowers. So let's grab a shovel. And here are the flowers that she's talking about. They're goldenrods. Whenever you see a goldenrod, there's likely to be clay underneath. So, and the same way you make tools by napping, oh, no more clay there. The same way you make tools by napping rocks, you make clay molds or clay shapes by napping clay, basically. Well, yeah, you're not really napping it like you would do with firestone. Oh, we already got quite a lot. There we go, we have the clay. One thing I forgot to do at the start, and I should do that now since we do have journey maps. Oh, there's some more goldenrod over there. More clay, plenty of clay all around. This is going to be my home. And you want to remember locations when you go wandering about, which you will. You will be looking for rocks, and you will be looking for animals, and you will be looking for crops. Excuse me for that sound. Mark locations. Mark everything. Also, ooh, look, speaking of animals, we have some cows over here. If you find some nuggets, as you will, when you're wandering about, you will find some nuggets. If you're lucky, which currently we're not so much. you want to mark where you found what kind of nugget. You may find copper nugget, or you may find bismuth nugget. Ooh, this is good. We found red bell peppers. We will take the bell peppers, because we do need a good source of food. But we're not yet ready to go farming. It's good to have the bell peppers themselves. We'll keep the seeds for later. So if you do find a nugget, you want to mark it on your map. Ooh, I think we found a really tiny hot spring. Oh, what is this? Teagan, what's this? I may explore this later. This is very interesting. Just not so much for this episode, which I think we're coming near the end of. So I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know if you have any feedback or questions. I will post my seed into the description and the location where I set my home. So in case you want a similar area. Again, it's a bit far south. It's gonna get cold. We might want to move up north at some point, but I think it's a nice place to start with all the fresh water. So I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know if you're going to play as well. I think Teagan would love to hear it as well, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.